guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to do this gorgeous cool pink tone look using some new products from the drugstore and Sephora. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, then keep watching. And if you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe as it helps me out a lot. Okay, a product that I've been absolutely loving that I bought recently, the Rimmel Kind and Free Blur It Out. This is probably one of the better skin tints that I've tried. It is so blurring. So that's the shade Golden Ivory. This is a product that I normally wouldn't buy. I would have just walked straight past it, but I am sure glad that I bought it. It is just so flattering and hydrating on the skin, and it gives such a great coverage. And I find that it doesn't emphasize texture, and it also covers up my pigmentation as well. I'm actually really tired today. It'll be interesting to see if it can cover up my dark circles. It's also playing really nicely with my skincare that I've got underneath. I've popped my sunscreen on and it's going beautifully over my sunscreen. It also claims to be buildable as well, and it is meant to correct any imperfections on the skin. This is actually a product that does everything that it claims. And if you have a sensitive skin, this one's for you. I'm not going to contour today. I'm just going to go on with my bronzer. Today I feel like something a little bit more glowy. So I'm going to go for my Kosas bronzer in the shade Beachy. This bronzer is gorgeous. It is incredibly glowy. Feeling like I need something a bit glowy on the skin. What I love about this bronzer is it is such a flattering tone. It doesn't come out orange on the skin, and I find you can really build it up so it doesn't come out pigmented straight away. I think I've put a little bit too I've actually put too much on. I always put way too much blush and bronzer on when I'm tired. I cannot forget concealer. I've got to cover up these dark circles. So today I'm just going in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This one's in the shade 15. I probably should have color corrected before I put this on, but we'll see how we go. This one's generally pretty good at covering my circles. I normally put a peachy toned color corrector under my eyes just to combat the dark circles. That has made such a massive difference. I look well rested now. The good thing about the Fit Me concealer is it dries down so quickly, so I can go straight on with my powder. Today I'm going in with the Nude by Nature powder, and this one's in the shade Light Medium. I haven't used this powder before, but one of my colleagues at work swears by it. She actually uses it as an all-over base, and she told me I had to try it, so that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to give it a go. Just use it under the eyes. Oh, look how blurring that is. What a difference that has made. She has incredibly good taste. This is just blurring everything. It actually has more of a coverage compared to the other powders that I use. That you can actually just use this as your base. It has a really great coverage. I recently bought this blush stick. I'm obsessed with it, and I mean obsessed. I can't stop using it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Blush Glow Stick, and it's in the shade Pretty Glow. This is stunning. This is such a beautiful formula. So as you can see, it's a really gorgeous cool toned pink. Some people find it really glowy, but I think because my skin is so dry, it doesn't come out too glowy on me. Because I have such a matte base on, it's not coming out as glowy. It's just got a perfect balance. It's incredibly long lasting as well. I wore it on its own the other day. However, today I am going to layer it with a powder because I have a long day ahead of me. I was going through my makeup collection and I found this blush, which I think might be a pretty pop of pink on top of this one. So this one here is the Kosas Blush is Live, and this is in the shade Butterflies. It actually looks like a very vibrant pink, but don't be fooled. It doesn't come out like this on your cheeks. I just swatched it here. Comes out quite subtle, so it doesn't come out the vibrant pink that you see in the pan. It just has a cloud-like quality on the skin, and it also has that gorgeous glowy dewy look to it as well. I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer on the cheeks, so I'm going in with my L'Oreal Lumi, and this is in Glassy Pink Ballet. I feel like I don't need too much because the blush does have that glowy quality to it anyway, but I'm just going to put on a little bit. For eyeshadow, I was going through my collection to see if I could find a cool toned pink eyeshadow palette, and I found this one. And I found this one by Natasha Denona, and this one's the Mini Rose palette. And this is it swatched. It just has those gorgeous rosy toned pinks in there. Just going in with my Mecca Max Fluffy brush, and I'm just going in with the pink matte shade. Natasha Denona's formulas are amazing, particularly her mattes, and they're just so soft and blend seamlessly across the lid. That's the beauty about Natasha Denona. It doesn't take much to blend it in. It's foolproof. I'm just going in with my Mecca Max flat brush. I'm going into this pink shimmer shade, and I'm just going to bring this across the entire lid. It's almost like a rose gold. It's so pretty. Keeping the look really soft today. I just want a nice everyday look. And I'm just going in with this pink shimmery shade. I'm just putting it in the middle of my eyelid. It has a gorgeous shimmer without those heavy glitters. It's a really flattering shimmer. It's more like an everyday shimmer. And it has that gorgeous frosty pink tone to it. So it brings in a bit more of a cooler tone pink to the look. And I'm just going into this light tone matte shade, and I'm just going to pop it as an inner corner highlight. Wow, that makes me look so much more awake. As I'm keeping this look very natural, I'm just going to use this brown eyeshadow as my eyeliner. It does have a slight gold shimmer to it as well. It comes across matte in the pan, but it actually has this gorgeous gold sheen to it. Got my Nude by Nature slanted brush, and I'm pressing it into that gorgeous brown. So just pressing it across the lid, keeping it as close to the lash line as possible. I find I hold my breath when I do this. I need to give myself a break to breathe because I will pass out. Okay, holding my breath again. I'll try not to collapse off the chair. Just find gently stamping it across the lash line. I feel as though you need to have a steady hand for this. And I'm just going to go in with the same pink matte shade that we began with in the crease, and I'm going to put this under my lash line. It's a cool tone pink, so it shouldn't make me look tired. I normally try and avoid putting warmer tone pinks under my eyes because it does make me look tired, but this one won't. I have another new mascara. This is the Maybelline Colossal Bubble, and the packaging is such a lovely happy colour. The one's quite unusual. It almost has like a spiral sort of pattern to it. Okay, let's see how we go. So far it's not too bad. It's not clumping. I feel as though I'm not getting much length from it. First impressions, I wouldn't say it's one of my favourite ones at the moment, but I need to give it more of a chance. It is clumping a little bit on the edge of my lashes, but once again, this is a first impression, so I'll give it a go during the week. It's clumped here. I've got a little clump here. I don't feel as though it's actually lengthening. I'll have to look to see what the claims are. It actually doesn't say on the packaging what it does. I just find it's clumped a little bit on the edge of my lashes. Today I'm going in with my Maybelline Colour Sensational in Dusty Rose. I've got a real theme going on here. I've got the rose toned colours in my eyeshadow palette, and as you can see, this is a gorgeous dusty rose colour. So it goes beautifully with the Natasha Denona palette. This is another one of my favourite lip liners. I thought I'd better give the Maybelline Line Leader a break. I use that every day, so I've pulled this one out. But this is a pretty neutral everyday colour as well. I purposely bordered across my lips because I'm going to use a lip oil on top. I am petrified of putting this next product on my lips. This is the Maybelline Plump Maxi Lip, and as you can see, it has a picture of a chili pepper on there, and that's exactly what it feels like you're rubbing across your lips. I might as well have just grabbed a chili pepper and wiped it across because that is what it feels like. It's not for the faint-hearted. If you're somebody that doesn't like plumping products, I would recommend to stay clear of this one. This is probably one of the most burning products that I've tried. And it doesn't let up. It just keeps burning and burning and burning and burning. And this one here is in the shade Blush Blaze. It doesn't have a scent to it, which is interesting because most of them have a scent. So this is the shade, that's Blush Blaze. And as you can see, it has a cool tone pink undertone to it, but it comes out relatively clear. You find you put this on your lips, the taste of it goes in your mouth as well. So the inside of your mouth has that burning hot feeling also. I'll give it a good chance and put a fair bit on. It hasn't started burning yet, but you wait, it will. My nose starts running when I use this product. That's how hot it is. My eyes are starting to water. The colour and the shine is absolutely stunning, and it does plump your lips, but you just have to be able to put up with this constant burning feeling on your lips. It is quite long wearing, however the burning feel stays also. But look at the colour, it is gorgeous. I'll just fix my brows up a little bit. I actually pre-did my brows before the video, but I'll just clean them up a little bit. This is the Benefit Brow Pencil and it's in shade 3.5. Well, there you are. I'm ready for the day. My lips feel like they are on fire, but they look plump and juicy. Well, this is the final look. We've got a few cool tone pinks mixed in with some rose gold. I think this is a really pretty look for every day. Comment below to let me know if you've used any of these products and what you thought of them, especially if you're brave enough to use this one. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.